Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Midweek War. And no, I am not here supporting Veneno. I just saw Spider-Man: Homecoming 2 for the second time already. And we're here to talk Lucha Underground, of course. Why wouldn't we be here? With me, finally caught up, is Sorgatron.
Oh, I don't know who's a Lucha Underground character and who's a Spider-Man character anymore. I'm so confused.
Killshot killed Elektra.
Ah, shit.
Spoiler alert. Sorg. How's it feel to be caught up?
It's a strange, it's like these vectors have met in my life. And according to Alex, next week I will be on the show in the audience as well. From what I hear,
it is the second round of the Cueto Cup, which you have alluded to.
I saw definitely second and maybe third round matches of the Cueto Cup. So now all will be revealed.
Okay.
Yes. So other than kind of thinking I know, like there's a couple matches that came together and I'm like, and they came together and they booked the match for the next week and I'm like, ooh, I think I might have seen that. Ooh, I might have seen that one. Yeah. So we're getting to that point where it's gonna flood back. You know what I mean? Because I'm like I only remember bits and pieces because it's been over a year and I have a foggy memory. And as you know from me doing the shows and still not knowing how the intro goes.
Mm-hmm. And you were blinded by bagel bites, I assume.
I was blinded by the bagel bites and talking to Ron Funches about wrestling.
Bagel bites, Modelo, and Ron Funches.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a good night in Boyle Heights.
That's the three things I want with me on a desert island. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right. So Sorg, for this episode, ¿cuáles tu shit? I forgot. Palabra. ¿Cuáles tu palabra?
Oh, I am not ready for this part. That's the good, right?
What's my good word?
My word. My word for this week is.
I wanted to do Lucha last because I blind Sorg with Spanish language.
Is madness.
Madness?
I have so many not issues, but fun with this. I think hold on. I gotta see if I can pull up my tweets from here because I think I threw some gold out this morning.
Oh, you definitely did. I remember seeing it.
Okay, all right. Well, so what's your blah blah blah?
Mi palabra this week is
this the thing that will finally teach me Spanish?
It might.
Mia Pabla? Mia
palabra.
Mia palabra.
Palabra.
Now, see, now I'm nervous because I know
it's like my Sharona, but mi palabra.
You know, this is the most nervous I think I've been on one of our own shows because I know who listens to this show.
But mi palabra this week has got to be Sniper.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That point where you're like, oh shit, he might be the bad guy.
I don't know who the fuck is the bad guy, and I don't care. Like I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Lucha this week could have been that first segment and that last match, and it would still be number one for me this week. Like, and I'm not joking about that at all. Like, this show could have been a half hour long, and it still would have been the best show for me this week.
Yeah, it was.
That opening with just Dante Fox running, and that was something we saw in the trailer months ago. We had no idea who that was running.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Huh.
Yeah, and I think Dante Fox was probably not even on our radar for people it might have been. But just him running and reliving that past, because we've seen bits of that footage from a Killshot video earlier, like before they even introduced Dante Fox. Like, there was a Killshot package that we saw, but we're seeing Dante's perspective of it, and Killshot kind of did leave him for dead.
Wow.
So yeah, and Sorg, I'm nervous.
Why are you
I'm
nervous?
I'm nervous because we were told that there was going to be a match at Ultimate Lucha 3 that would blow our minds wide open. And I have a feeling, Sorg, we're going to see a Lucha Scaffold match.
No.
I have a feeling. I
No.
have a feeling both of these guys in back-to-back weeks have stood on high perches and pointed at each other with guns. Like gun fingers, like the Hardys. But that's what Dante did last week during Killshot's match. And when Killshot's running to the temple, Dante's standing on top of the temple, pointing the gun at him.
Interesting.
I
I
I
feel
I
like
feel like I feel like we're gonna see a Lucha Scaffold match.
I feel like we're gonna get something from those two. Not a scaffold match, but something very unique.
Well, because we already had the Weapons of Mass Destruction match.
'Cause I don't think you can fathom what they might have come up with these guys because it's Lucha Underground. Think about how far we've come.
Oh yeah, I mean,
So
like there could be an actual death murder match in Lucha Underground, and we wouldn't even know it.
there could be a rifle match. You don't know.
This
You
is
don't
my
know.
rifle. This is my gun. This is for fighting. This is for fun.
Wow. Well,
Yeah, but, and we haven't even gotten to the good and the bad. But that was my word. So
I'm going to have a weird goods and bads because of my experience around the show. So this is going to be
that's fine.
because the rest of the season, or at least the next several weeks of the season, will be as a person who has been there in the temple. So I think it brings a little bit different perspective. But for instance, I walked across the bridge he's running on.
That's awesome. That's so fucking awesome.
Alex and I walked across that bridge to go find something to eat because we got there early because we thought we had to get in line. They're like, oh, no, we give you a number. And then it turns out we didn't even need a number and stuff. So we went over and walked across the bridge, found some hipster place and took an Uber back because we walked way too fucking far. He runs across the bridge, like geographically, this works for the most part, I think. And he runs up, and then you see the tent that's like the little like tent where they put the people, you know, where they're handing out stuff and like the security guys are, and he runs in the thing. And it was also weird because you look and Killshot's up there, and it's the question mark Lucha sign.
Uh-huh.
But then we go to the flyover one, which is the previous one. So interesting like break thing there, I thought. Because I wondered about that, you know, that they had gone back to that and everything. And then later, when Ray Ray is playing with the kids in the park, because one morning I just went for a walk in Boyle Heights. I don't know if that was a good idea. And I walked by that park, and I'm just like, oh, I know that park. You know?
Oh, my God. All right.
That's now it's the park Ray Ray hangs out at.
The next few weeks of this show is going to be amazing. I can already tell. Well, all right. So was that your bueno?
Yeah, I mean it's a personal bueno, but as far as a broad on the show thing bueno, I'm going to go with I like Dark Puma.
Yeah.
Like Dark, like I don't give a fuck. Puma is like kind of fun right now.
I really hope he just starts calling himself King Puma.
And I've noticed the theme. I know who has it on this show.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, because like a thumbnail came up of one of the early episodes on my iTunes, and it was like Johnny Mundo and Puma like shaking hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like that old adage of, and I know it was overused in Batman, you know, you're the hero.
Either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah, there's a lot of people becoming villains that were on top in the first season.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like inevitable, except for Ray.
And Sexy Star.
In Sexy Star, right? Because it's like this, like they are the pure,
mm-hmm.
right? Even as vicious as Sexy gets.
Yeah, but Sexy got that vicious for morally correct reasons.
Exactly. So now this makes me think maybe there's some D&D elements happening in here too. Because I also, as I mentioned in the tweets, I pointed out some Mortal Kombat elements. Not that we haven't already had a lot of that. But we'll get into that bit.
Sorg, I think before next week, we should come up with like the chaotic good, chaotic neutral.
Oh yeah, everybody has
I think
online
I
on
think
this
we should
thing.
do that. I think we should absolutely do that for Lucha Underground characters.
That could be fun. That could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think we need to have.
Really, when they talked about all this world building, when we were talking to Eric and Chris in previous interviews on this and other Mayhem Show properties, WrestlingMayhemShow.com, just look up Krista Joseph and Eric Van Wagenen. But I think I got his name right. Or just look up Lucha Underground. No, you'll get a lot of these. But like they talked about the world building they did for a lot of concepts here. In my mind, that's just a bunch of D&D stat sheets sitting here. Like there's one for Killshot, here's one for Pindar, here's one for Cobra Moon, here's one for Marty the Moth, Mariposa. It's just and they just pull them out and say, all right. And really, when they win a match, they just kind of roll for it.
And Matanza always hits a critical 20.
Exactly. And it's just this is one big D&D session that the producers of the show are playing.
I mean, that sounds good to me. So Dario is the dungeon master?
Yeah. Well, kayfabe, yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, Mi Bueno this week has got to go. Everything related.
Oh, Mi Bueno. I know what that is.
That's your good.
That is your good. Mi Bueno. Yes. That's my good.
Yes. Mi Bueno's got to go. Just everything involving Dante Fox.
I can't wait till we do this show live in a window across the street from the taco stand in this neighborhood in a few weeks.
Yes. I'm excited for that too. But yeah, Dante Fox, the whole segment we talked about at length already. But then he had a match with El Dragon Azteca, and they fucking blew the doors off. Like, just that was the best match, I think, to close out the first round of the Cueto Cup.
And with all of the shenanigans, as I like to call it, what's Spanish for shenanigans? Somebody needs to let me know.
Shenanigans. No, I'm kidding. It's probably
El shenanigans that are happening around
Los shenanigans.
Los El shenanigans. I'm so sorry. That were happening around Rey Mysterio and Worldwide Underground. But nobody just and that's the great thing about this. They do it in such a way on the show that you can have all that weirdness, but it didn't take away from the match that happened.
Well, I think the funniest part was that like there was so much infighting on the outside of the ring. Like I think Stryker or Vampiro brought it up, like why aren't there any DQs? And Vampiro's like, they're not in the match. They're just all fighting on the outside. Like
they're simply match adjacent.
Mm-hmm. They're match adjacent. It was just really it was fun. It was really good. And the best part, Dante Fox just staying in the ring, like, all right, I'll wait till this finishes, and then Dragon Azteca came back in, he polished them off, and he won the match.
Yep. There you go.
It was really good.
I did also enjoy these little ticks here, where it's Dario came out and interrupted and said, we're not finishing matches that way. You're not disqualifying people. And they explain over and over. Matt mentions how Dario says to relax the rules. He wants to see winners and violence and all this stuff. And then we went to the tournament and it's like, Dario said, follow the rules on the tournament because we want to have clear,
Okay. Well, let's get into me, Malo. Because that was my bad. That was my bad.
Really?
A tournament match ending in the DQ. I mean, I get it. I like how it was done. I thought it was very clever because usually referees don't fall for that. But if Sexy Star was the teensiest bit more clever, she would have pulled Nettie Guerrero.
Right.
She would have pulled Nettie Guerrero, tossed the knuckles to PJ, and hit the deck. If she was the tiniest bit more clever.
But again, good. Pure good.
But if you're gonna have DQs, I would like to see, because now Sexy Star is not in the tournament anymore, and that's a bit unfortunate.
True, but I'm sure she's gonna have plenty to do.
Oh, I'm sure she will. But I mean,
I am sure she'll have plenty to do.
Okay, Sorg, we're gonna have a conversation.
You know, and the thing is, I may not remember anything about what Sexy Star did at the tapings I saw. I may just be fucking with you.
You motherfucker.
Most likely.
Damn it. I can't wait.
Hey, they said all they said at the signing at the tapings were like they like chanted like they're like what do we say here, and like the crowd yells like we no spoilers, like that's how they push it, right? Mm-hmm. They didn't say we can't fuck with our friends. I didn't see that in the contract.
Sorg, I can't wait till I go to a season 4 taping. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
You're just being mean now. You're just being mean. All right, Sorg, what's your mallow, dick? Mallow means bad, by the way.
I think I figured it out. I think I got the context.
It's the exact same format we do for every other show.
I'm starting to get it. I did listen to the show here and there, by the way. But anyways, my motto is no.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Lennon was on this episode, right?
No.
Oh, I'm mixing up. I watched last week's episode like 2 days ago, so it might mix a little bit in my head.
Wait, we also had Son of Havoc and Son of Madness.
I am unsettled.
Okay.
Which a lot on the show can be. I am unsettled at. We're watching Lucha, and Lucha has done a lot of style changes here and there, to suit its needs and different characters and everything. But when we go to the announcer for Ray versus Mundo from week to week, it kind of drives me nuts a little bit. One, we don't say when the match is happening other than the Cueto Cup finals, which I know you can do the math and figure it out, right? But it doesn't say in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, in 4 weeks, right? As we go. It just, there's this thing, it's happening. And it's just like, it feels a message confusing to me as a person that tries to deal with messages and try to be good at that for my job. But also the announcer is just so left field. I know they're intentionally doing that, right? But it's just what? Wait, am I watching the same show, right? And and I feel like at a certain point I know they're just taking cues from all these movies like Rocky or whatever, right? In this thing, and even like the old training videos of Hulk Hogan and Mr. T against Roddy Piper, or I don't know. I'm sure they did some montages like this for Shawn Michaels versus Brett when he had.
The Iron Man match.
Is that what they're doing? Are they doing the Jose Lothario? Kind of like, And again, I wasn't attentive in that era to really digest that.
I mean, it's like they're doing like a 30 for 30 on this match.
Yeah, I guess they are. It just. The worldwide sports guy. How
would Co sell?
Yeah, like that just like throws me for a loop every time it comes up. I don't hate it. I'm just saying it's just like, ooh, it's just kind of.
Although I have to say something about the whole package.
Okay.
Like the package again, I have the same issues as you do. Like week after week after week. Like we get it.
Yeah. But yeah. As great as the segments are,
Johnny Mundo posing during a sparring session after sucker punching one of the guys he's sparring with is amazing. Like the biggest shit heel you've ever seen in your life. Like here he's just doing a punching bag, like the guy's holding up the mitts, he's just doing, and then he just knocks him out and poses like for nobody.
Here's where I tell you everything I loved about those promos. That, and then also the camera twisting for him standing on the table or something.
Yes.
To Ray talking to the kids, which reminds me now in retrospect of the scene of Rip in No Holds Barred with the kids when Zeus comes down on the helicopter to challenge him. Mm-hmm. That's what's missing is like
Sorg,
Mundo
Give it a week.
Mundo parkours over a park bench and challenges him in front of all the kids and sucker punches a kid while he's at it.
And Ray goes, "What's that smell?"
No, it's a different scene.
I know, but
we're like here on. Please just reshoot this. I hope from here on this all just like echoes, no holds barred, leading up to it. Like
that'd be pretty great.
Like it turns out that guy that sucker punch was like Ray's best friend or brother or something, and now he's like, you know, goes to his gym and he's busting the mirrors and just keeps yelling Mundo and everything. And
that's probably happening next week, Sorg.
Because this is the group that implicated a Rick the Model Martel arrogance cancer in a match.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is also the group that when they make air guitar motions, it actually has sound effects.
Yeah, I gotta appreciate that. The part where they were doing it on camera for Taya a few weeks ago, and they told her to put it in post.
Yeah. Sorg, I can't. I hope we eventually do get like a YouTube supercut of Tyus Documentary. Because she's filming stuff. She's filming stuff as they're filming this stuff. Like,
well, do you know it was the Bounty Hunter film the whole time?
Oh my god, I need to watch that.
I know. I need to. I need to just drop on the rental. I'm kind of like, oh, it'll end up on Netflix, right? But it's like, man, I got to drop like the $3 or $4 and support Johnny Mundo.
Sorg, I think we should do this.
You got to support the guy you got to support the guy that put his house on the line for this movie.
Sorg, I think you and I should both rent it, and we should just do a movie watch party of Boone the Bounty Hunter.
Absolutely.
Okay, this is gonna happen. But Sorg, do you have a change for Lucha Underground this week?
I would change NXT to this episode of Lucha Underground.
I would change NXT to almost any episode of Lucha Underground.
Just pretty much. No, I got nothing. Oh, okay, just that the no holds barred thing sequence happens as I described it. That's the only change I have.
All right, that's a fair change.
And not even the whole thing, just the part where he parkours in and implicates the Zeus helicopter scene. But just like he could do a helicopter kick spin in, and that's enough for me.
All right. My only change is after Ricky Mandel lost to Prince Puma very quickly, I would have had Prince Puma remove the sunglasses from Ricky Mandel, step on them, and have Johnny Mundo show up and say, "Those are $500 sunglasses, asshole." No, I can't think of a change. Honestly,
that's the other Mortal Kombat reference, because
yes,
the other one that I wrote here was that Son of Havoc and Son of Madness is a true Mortal Kombat moment.
Yeah.
It's their Sub-Zero
and
Scorpion moment. Also, I implicated you as potentially being Son of Madness because I know you've been working out.
I mean, I'm here to neither confirm nor deny that. It was filmed a long time ago. I may have since trimmed my beard.
I'm so happy for this biker tribe thing that's happening eventually.
And Matt Stryker was wrong. Matt Stryker was wrong in commentary. I'm not sure if he just, was kayfabing us, but Son of Madness and Son of Havoc have different logos on the back of their vests.
They do.
When he held them both up, you can see they're similar, but there's difference in the eyes.
Right.
And Sorg, I also would like to envision that Havoc and Madness, which are the names of both of their mothers, have a nice sewing circle where they get to watch their boys wrestle.
Eating bagel bites.
Eating bagel bites, drinking Modelo, and having a couple Slim Jims.
With Masquerita's small mother.
Yes.
Also wearing a mask.
Yes, of course. Absolutely. All right. Sorg, this episode was really good. And I think on Mayhem Show on Tuesday, we'll break down the second round.
Or will we?
Yeah, I think we have to.
All right, I think we got to do something. Yeah, I think it stands as the pay-per-view like level with this thing. So
Yeah,
absolutely.
because they're gonna have 3 matches next week. I think it's gonna be fun.
Absolutely.
So Sorg, I think it goes without saying where we have this, but where's your ranking for Lucha Underground this week?
Uno.
All right.
Did I do the right one?
Good, Sorg. Good job. All right, I'm going to say number 1 with a bullet.
Oh,
Get it, because there's snipers. But seriously, if you haven't watched Lucha Underground, watch the first 5 minutes of this episode and tell me that's not better than half the fucking war movies you've seen in the past 10 years. It's fucking great. It's seriously so good. I just want the people who do Lucha Underground to just do a movie. Like, if you need help with the direction and stuff, get the Saska sisters. I want the Saska sisters to do a Lucha Underground movie. Sorg, back me up on that.
Oh no, I was just trying to figure out what your thing is in Spanish. Numero uno con una bala.
Oh, okay. Yes. All right. I'm guessing bala is bullet.
That's my presumption.
Okay. All right.
But no, I'm down with the Soska sisters doing that as well.
I want them to do a Lucha Underground movie so badly now. Or just like direct the Halloween episode of
You can do what Mortal Kombat tried to do with their games, where you just have like the tale of how Son of Havoc got here, the tale of the history of Mil Muertes, stuff like that. Like it could be
King Cuerno's Last Hunt.
It's just like one giant vignette, and maybe they're like 15 minutes long.
Mm-hmm. Just mini episodes.
Again, knowing who listens to this,
some of this may occur.
Thumbs up, audio.
I'm still waiting for season 4 to see if we get El Cafefe. I'm waiting for that. I am absolutely waiting for that. I really hope we get it. Even if it's just a one-off.
I think it was Florida.
Especially if maybe someone who self-identifies as a machine punches his head off.
I think there was a Florida or somebody said Cafefe's on the banned list for license plates.
Of course it is, because it's fucking Florida.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right. So Sorg, where can the good people find you on the internet?
All over the place, sorgatronmedia.com. Soon relocating to our Not My Basement location. That's going to be up here in Beachview, a few blocks away, right in front of everybody. Looking forward to that. Some movement happening on that this week. So look for the pictures on Sorgatron Media on the Instagram and the Facebooks.
Alrighty, you can find me at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. I will most likely still be in an attic of some sort. And you can also look up at Mayhem Show. Look for the hashtag MM. I am doing the MM symbols for the audio listeners because Sorg made a big deal out of this during NXT. Where I live tweet Lucha Underground every week. I also live tweet Impact if you're into that sort of thing. Most people aren't. I get it. And by the way, if after I watch Impact, if my rating changes for any of these shows, I will adjust them accordingly. I doubt this to be the case. But
and I want to state for the record, because there's a lot of noise on the internet these days, Mad Mike for life on this network.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so for Sorgatron, I am Mad Mike, and we will catch you next time on the Midweek